this video that I saw, it was very interesting to me because of what's going on in Philly right now, which I'm about to say. I know you ain't talking all the memes and all that you be sending me.
All right, go ahead.
All right, then. So this video, it was very interesting to me, and it's about a girl that is in a specific group that she's in. Y'all gonna see it.
Okay. I'm in one of those "Are we dating the same guy?" groups, and this past weekend, a man was posted on here, and this girl's like, "Is anybody seeing him? Because I've been seeing him and I really like him, whatever." There's literally hundreds and hundreds of comments, and at least 7, I counted. I got tired of counting because I was disgusted. At least 7 women in those comments were like, I've been sleeping with him with no protection, like consistently. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? And they're not saying like we're in a relationship, we're dating, we're talking. No, they're just like, we've just been seeing each other, we've just been sleeping together. That's fine. That's not my thing. But if that's your thing, that's cool. But why are we not using protection? Why are we not using protection? And one of the girls was like, "Oh, he the type that won't do it if you make him use protection. Like, he won't do it at all." Girl, then don't do it. What is wrong with y'all? What are we doing? I'm so serious. What are y'all doing? You need to get your rocks off. Cool, girl. Get it how you live. But at the very least, you guys, you can't be out here moving like this. All of y'all need to go get tested. Every single one of you. And to make it worse, the girl who posted the original post says she's going to keep seeing him. She's not going to stop. She's not done with him. None of that swayed her. I said, what's the point of us having this group if when y'all find out information about the man that you're seeing, you're not going to leave him? Why are we even here? What is the point? We might as well dismantle it. What, y'all not listening nowhere?
So, that was very interesting that she says she's in a group that basically they
But where's this
talk
group
about.
at? I want to be in it.
Well, I think Shorty from Atlanta. But so they basically in some type of group where they find out where they post to who they talking to. Are you talking to this type of guy? Whatever the case may be. So what I'm going to say is, you know the drill. Are you showing love to having these type of groups, being informed in these type of groups, or are you giving it advice and keeping it real to say that these type of groups aren't very informative? They're more just for gossip and BS. See, the toxic is ticking in her brain. It's spilling over.
That's more for gossip and BS.
That ain't what I asked you.
Oh, what did you ask me? Because I thought you used the word BS and gossip.
So, are you showing love because you think it's an informative group, or the idea of it? Let me say that.
Yeah.
So, you're showing love to the idea of the group for it to be informative, or do you think it's the opposite, gossip. Or are you giving advice to how it can be better? Let me say that. Go ahead.
How it can be better? It's not going to be better. So I'm going to keep it original. It's gossip. I don't think that group is informative. There you go. That group is just seem like a bunch of girls talking about men, posting men. It's just like they bored and lonely and miserable. Obviously, she said they're not in a relationship, so it's just gossip at this point of the same guy. They probably bragging about, girl, he sleep with you, he sleep with me too. How is it? I'm not leaving either. So I feel like they not helping each other, meaning like, oh girl, you need to leave him. I'ma stop. You should stop. He gave me something. He gave me a baby. Like, they're not informing each other of what's going on. Obviously, she said the one girl was like, I'm gonna keep going. So they're not helping each other. I think it's just gossip, and at least they all know who they sleeping with, just in case somebody do catch something. They can go on that chat and be like, girl, such and such gave it to me. You better go get tested. So I think it's like helping each other in that way. But I don't think them girls are going to stop, because it seemed like he got some good banana.
I mean, they said some of them been saying that it's unprotected and they're not going to stop.
Yeah, okay. I can't really like help it. I can't really talk about it. Okay, I can't really talk about it, because I'm one of those girls. Not in that chat, but I was. You're
going to have to clarify that shit.
No, I'm saying I was in a situation like that. We were unprotected for years. And yeah. I don't know what he was doing with whoever. I ain't have a group chat. I ain't have none of that. But we were doing our thing. Mm-hmm. So I can't really help them girls because when the banana is banana, you don't care about no protection.
When the banana is banana.
Listen, when it's good.
This is why she's the best. And this is why she came up with the no distractions. Because she come up with her own.
Listen, my own words,
own slang. Listen. When the banana be banana.
Yeah, like the girls know what I mean.
Oh my God.
Good. Like good. That thing don't get rotten. Okay, it don't go bad.
It ain't about it getting rotten. It's about rotten and everything else around.
Okay, let me finish explaining. So anyway, I feel like those girls should get tested. So based on my situation, like shout out to him. I never got nothing. Thank God for Jesus. I got tested on a regular.
Thank you.
I have a my chart on my phone. I do not play.
God.
But that was the only person. Only. You see what I'm saying? So them girls probably was like me. Meaning they feel like they was the only person, they was having sex with. They probably wasn't having sex with 5 other guys. You see, she said 7 girls. Them 7 girls probably was loyal to that man. Meaning that they probably wasn't having sex with others.
I ain't what you want, but I'm gonna let you keep
You don't think they wasn't having sex with others? You think they was having sex with him and others?
Getting into this conversation of how many females had more sex than dudes. Let's.
Why not?
We're not even going. We're not even going to go into that again. Y'all see, he don't want to talk about that, right? We're not even going to go into that again. Like females don't got rosters. Let's keep it real. Come on now. So you need to tell me all them chicks that was messing with that one dude don't got somebody else that they messing with.
We good girls. We good girls. We don't do that.
Obviously, they not. If they're all in the same group and they all literally are saying, yeah, I messed with him too. Yeah, I did it without a yondom. Yeah, I did this, that, and the third. Then obviously not.
I'm saying they're not doing other guys.
And they said I'm not going to stop.
They're not doing other guys. Okay. Back to my situation. So let me explain my situation.
Oh Lord.
Me and this guy.
I'm gonna sit back because it's gonna
sit back. Long. It's not gonna be long. I'm gonna make it short because I'm not getting. You know me. I ain't getting into details. I'm going around the ball. I ain't in the ball. If y'all get what I'm saying.
Yes.
So anyway, I was the same like them girls. Okay. I didn't know if he was sleeping around or not. Did I care? No, because we wasn't in a relationship. Do you know if somebody's sleeping around? Yeah. I mean, new positions, the way they do things different, So them 7 girls had to know. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, he wasn't doing it the same. That's why that one girl probably said, I'm staying, because he probably learned something new from the last girl, showed it to that girl. Listen, pay attention, ladies, because it can happen. Because us girls, we do it too.
And she feel like this is making sense in her mind.
It does make a lot of sense because it does. Like, when somebody...
Podcast where logic meets toxic, everyone.
Because when somebody... doing it with somebody else, they switch up. Trust me. Okay, I'll be anyway, or a guy be like, yo, when you learn to do that, don't worry about it. But anyway, I was in a situation like that. Thank God I never got nothing from that guy. STD wise. Never got nothing. Never used protection, but I didn't know what he was doing. But let me tell you how recently. So we had sex, right? We did our thing. Mm-hmm. Then 2 weeks later, 2 weeks. He said, I can't do this no more. Okay. So I said, I'm texting, why? Do you have AIDS? Do you have HIV? Do you have a disease? Do you got somebody pregnant? I'm asking all them questions because I have to go to the doctor to get checked. Okay. You just don't have sex with somebody, then 2 weeks later say, oh, we can't do this no more. Why? So I'm like them girls, like, why?
Okay, I can understand.
Okay. So we put everything on pause. Then 3-4 months later, we following each other on social media. So we throwing jabs at each other, I felt like. So we throwing jabs. So one day I got tired, like, listen, like, what's really good? Like, you trying to get my attention back? Like, what's up? Then we just started talking. Then he said he got married. I said, how you get married? You just slept with me? And everybody know, like, the girls, my girlfriends, they know my situation. If I really believed that he got married, I would have been... Yeah, but I didn't because I didn't believe he was married. So then...
Whoa, I don't get what this means.
Knock, knock at the door. I would have pulled up.
Why would you would have pulled
that
up?
That ding is good.
Person?
Okay, that banana be banana.
First of all...
And if I can't get it, she can't get it.
Hold on.
Or we getting it together.
You about to crash out on somebody else's
ding
thing that they...
If I saw he was really married, go ahead. Mm-hmm.
Why?
that ding ding be ding dinging. That banana is banana.
Oh my God.
I'm not about to let that go. But this is the thing. We've been going at it for years. That was my situation for years.
And what type of result were you going to expect going and knocking at this man's door?
He like toxic. I pulled up to him at a gas station. That's why we kept going. It was a girl on the passenger side, and I followed, and they was at the gas station.
You followed them?
Yeah. Cause why is she in your car?
I'm glad you're not locked up.
Yeah, but I was in my 20s though. That's how long ago we've been dealing with each other. Cause he seen when I did that, he kept me around. Like, oh yeah, she really great. Y'all guys know y'all like toxic. And when I did that, I ain't go nowhere. And I'm still around. Okay? Cause y'all guys like toxic. But let me go. So we did what we did. 2 weeks later, he said, oh, I can't do it no more. So I'm as a woman that gets tested, I'm asking those questions now because we never stopped ever before. We've been, like I say, we've been doing this since I'm in my 20s. I'm in my 30s now. So we've been decades, okay? Off and on. So now I'm questioning like, whoa, you never did this before. Is this somebody else? Is it? So he lied about the marriage. Let me just put that out there. And we never seen each other since that last time. And I kept wondering why. And he never really told me why. But to all my girlfriends in the group chat, I was like, yo, I think he might got something. Because it's like, why you're not freaking? We haven't freaked in 8-9 months. So why? When we usually freak every weekend, every other weekend. That was my weekend bill. But now it was like, we ain't doing it. Why? It left that question. So when she talk about AIDS and getting tested, and I saw those Philly results. I don't know if anybody else saw those Philly results.
We gonna get to that, but go ahead.
But let me tell y'all, that had my mind wondering. I ain't contact boy no more. We don't contact each other because I still don't know the why.
Yeah.
He never even, like, you could have said the thing ain't there no more. I would have took that. But I never got the explanation of why. And then when those results came out, that scared me. I put everything on pause. I mean, I did get tested. Everybody know that. But I put everything on pause. I didn't question it no more because I feel like people don't come out and tell the truth about HIV, AIDS, or they diseases. But I'm glad for that group chat that she in. They can post, the guys, because as a female, I do have female friends, and I be like, girl, you know him? Yeah. Because we can't talk to the same people as friends, but I'm not gonna go in no chat and post my dude because maybe they, you can click a picture and drag it in Google and get their information or their Facebook. But anyway, that's something deeper. But thank God she in that. Y'all. Yeah, thank God she in that chat, and I'm glad she's keeping herself safe because women, we have to keep ourselves safe now. So if y'all do have girl chats or y'all do talk to that guy, ask your girlfriends about him if y'all feel safe because let me tell y'all that when I seen that Philly HIV AIDS disease thing. Yeah, it scared me. And now no, I'm not talking to nobody. I'm not having sex with nobody. And if I do have sex, I'm definitely wearing a condom. Because it's multiple people. And I'm still just going to use a condom just for me and my safety.
I'm just going to skim over what she just said. Because she
that was seen too much, but I had to go in because
So, on my end.
What?
I was going to show this love. Only for the fact, like you said, there are informative parts about this. But when she got to the part when she said that they all know, but some of them aren't going to stop. The problem is...
That banana. Trying to tell you.
It's going to turn into a plantain rotten and anyway.
Ain't rotten yet.
So that's the part to me is alarming because if you have women it started off as an informative group, but you're saying y'all not going to stop even if it's unprotected, where is the accountability at? Where it says, like she's saying it in this video.
Accountability.
I don't know if she's saying this in the group. What I mean is, how are y'all sleeping? I'm pretty sure there's comments are saying, how are y'all sleeping with the same dude unprotected? You're not going to stop. And I understand y'all grown, y'all going to do whatever y'all want to do, right? But the problem is if there's no accountability, right? And then, like you said, somebody does catch something, then it's pretty much, you could say, oh, you caught it from that same person. But like I said, you don't know who the other partners are with the other women. Because we're not going to sit here and say that they all just sleeping with the same person and they not outside doing their thing.
You could do that. That's how I was in my situation. I wasn't
saying you.
I wasn't
every time when it comes to this episode. I'm not talking about you.
I don't think
I'm talking about
the
them.
way, because the way she coming off, I don't think so.
She don't know. But let's just use common sense. If they willing to say that they all gonna sleep with the same,
let me tell you, if that girl
keep going,
that girl said she not stopping, so I know she's like me. That thing is good. They ain't talking to somebody else.
Men. She ain't just say one girl. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, them women, they not sleeping around. That thing is thinking. I'm telling you.
Females,
help me out. Make sure y'all comment, because
here's the thing.
We don't gotta achieve when we in a situation or
even if that's the case.
Sexuation. Ooh, sexuation. Go ahead.
Even if that's the case, yo, like you still got one dude that's out here being unprotected. Now y'all know what sometimes women, y'all may have an off day, right? I heard
what's an off day? Like my period, menstrual.
That, or there can be bacteria in there, or whatever the case may be. I've heard where sometimes you can have bacteria there, and it may not even know it, and then transfer it off to somebody else. So there are things that can happen, right?
They say UTI and all that, but go ahead.
What you say?
Just call it what it is. Isn't it UTI?
I don't freaking know. I'm asking you. Shit, I don't know. I don't got no vagina. Anyway, so my thing is,
you freak vaginas. You should know that information.
But here's the thing, though. What I'm trying to say
is bacterial vaginal disease. Okay,
right. So things can still get, you know what I'm saying, messy with that type of shit. So, like I said, I was going to give it the informative, and that's good that y'all at least saying something. But if there's no accountability and you saying, how is y'all all sleeping with this one man and y'all not using protection?
That ain't good.
Like, this should be more of, let me finish.
Go ahead.
This should be more of a beware of this person. It ain't, or you talking to beware of this nigga. He out here slanging, you know what I'm saying?
But they obviously ain't get nothing. That's why they probably just like, yeah, I talked to him too. But I feel like,
say it again.
I feel like he probably didn't give them anything yet. So there ain't nobody like saying beware, he's crazy, or he got this, he got that.
How more crazy you be if you out here slanging, you know what I'm saying?
But he probably didn't give them nothing. He's probably wiping it off and going to the next one. Guys do that. They get a wipe, they get some soap, and then they go to the next one. But back to, she said the part, I didn't say nothing about this. He don't want to use protection. I dealt with a lot of guys like that. Let me tell you. A lot of people always say that. That's when it raised the red flag, like, or raised the eyebrow, like, what? Why you don't want to see me? I like to dig, so I ask questions like, why you don't want to use protection? I'm not trying to hear your thing too big, baby. We can go to the Poppy store and get that gold wrapper that says Magnum on it. We can go get the ones that say Lifestyle if it's too small. We can go get the ones with the thin. It's
I'm
thin,
mad she breaking this
so
shit
you can
down.
feel it, because I don't. You know me, I don't play. Okay, if you know me, you know I don't play. Okay, they got the ones that's really thin that the guys say, oh, when you put a condom on, you can't really feel it. Okay, we can get the thin one. We can get the, what is it called? Skims, whatever version of it. We can get all that. They got it all at the store. Let's go. I will go with you. I'm not trying to hear, but a lot of guys say that nowadays. Oh, baby, I don't use protection, or baby, it don't get hard enough because I got to put a condom on, or baby, it's not wet enough because I got to put a condom on. Well, you don't know what you're doing if you can't put a condom on.
Well, it's good that you are one of the ones that do say something, because you would be surprised of the women, like you said, that may not even care.
And that's probably why I'm single.
That's what I'm saying with this video. You got the ones that don't care. So it's like on each end, it's a lot of recklessness going on, and that's just trifling.
Listen, if my situation come back, I'm gonna be just like them. But no. We stopped talking because I asked him. Listen, I asked him to put a condom on. I was like, we do this again. Can you put a condom on? And he was like, oh, I guess you messing around with other people. So I had to let that go because, like I said, we've been messing with each other for years. We know each other ins and out. And when he said that, I was like, do I tell you the truth, or do I just say delete, click, goodbye? Because Going
into my next topic that she already just brought up. This is a very